Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching You. This is episode 3 of season 2. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I feel like we started this season very well. I really enjoyed it. I think it's been quite a lot of action, to be honest, and loads of stuff going on. Season 1 was great. You know, I was getting introduced to Joe and kind of like his personality and what he's into and what he's doing, and like, you know, just we kind of like laying the foundation of the show. And I feel like Beck is a total different person to Love, who has been introduced in this season. I feel like Love is, personality wise, she's kind of like dominant. I really like it. She's forefront. She says things how it is. You know, she has said that she was married in the past. Her husband has sadly died. I think she said from cancer. But there was many things that she never got to say to him. You know, you in relationships and in life, you know, sometimes you hold stuff back, wait for the right moments, and sometimes those moments never come. And now she's saying, look, mate, you know, I've been through this traumatic experience. Now I'm going to change my life, and I'm just going to do it the way I feel should be best, you know, like best lived. So if I need to say something, I'm just going to say it. If I want to do something, I'm just going to do it. And that is exactly what she done, mate. She's already gone in. She's give Joe a kiss. You know, she's come to his apartment. She's, he had his, actually, what was crazy, mate, is he was attacked last episode by a person that was looking for Will. Not Joe, Will. But because he's taken over his identity, he had to say, yeah, I'm Will. Hi, you okay? This guy come pretending that, you know, he was all friendly and stuff. Like, he was all $3,000 from Will. That's what Joe was told from Will. Well, no, it wasn't $3,000, mate. Joe gave him the $3,000. He looked at it. He was like, "Oh, where's the other 47, mate? He owed him 50k." He ended up grabbing Joe and cutting his finger off, mate. He cut it off, put it in a bag. He was like, "Look, mate, get me the other 47k in time. And if you get it in the next 12 hours, your finger will be okay. There's a good surgeon in the hospital down the road that will be able to reattach it." Joel then has gone on a Madden. He's gone to Will, asked him where the rest of the money is. He said some guy owes him. He went to a party to the location where the guy was to try and get the 50k. The guy actually gave him pills while he was at the party. He met his landlord. She was there. She was talking about a celebrity currently right now. I think he's called Henderson. She was saying that back in the day when she was underage, she was at one of his parties. She had a couple of sips of beer and she conked out, mate. And she woke up, her skirt was lifted, and you know, she's insinuating that he's done something to her. It's crazy. And she was saying that's what's made her who she is today as well. It's made her the strong person. It's made her hate every single person, hate all the celebrities, everything that goes on between them, and all the sympathy that they get. You know, she told Joel to stay away from her and her sister because her sister's young as well, and maybe she's thinking that something might happen to her, just like something happened to herself. You know, you don't want people getting in the situations that you've sadly found yourself in. But really interesting. We haven't really seen much of them and how they're going to play in the season, but we're dropping little things here and there about their backstories, which is quite good. Like I said, with Love as well, we dropped a backstory that she was married and her husband sadly passed away. She's engaging in Joe. She's give the first kiss. Like I said, she went to his apartment. She gave him food. She took him to tackle. She took him to somewhere else. Then she cooked a meal for him, and he could tell, mate, like she is the one that he wants to be with. But because she's so forefront and she's so like in your face and just do it, as she says, like Nike does, you know, she's he's kind of like overwhelmed, taking a step back and said, look, can we just be friends right now? Because I'm still struggling over the relationship with Beck, you know, and, you know, I'm afraid that I'll hurt you like I did with her because he's still having PTSD. He's seen her in the corner and stuff like that. And he's still getting teased of his old girlfriend. So, I mean, there's loads of stuff going on, and I feel like we started it very, very well, and I cannot wait for today's episode. So thanks so much for clicking on the channel today. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 3 of season 2 of You.
Nora Ephron once wrote, "Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way."
Tough scenario when they go full sorority hoe on you.
She's our boss.
You leave me gifts every day. I can't let them mean anything more because you... Oh, that is phenomenal. We still spend time together. It's not that I don't want you. We have a connection, something deep. I can't risk repeating history.
Right, so those flashbacks that we were seeing then or something when he was kissing in the back store and that, is that, I'm assuming that's him imagining these things. You know, like when he went in the back and he started tugging one off, didn't he? And then we were seeing it, she was there, stood in front of him, and I was like, whoa, mate, that was fast. And then obviously it wasn't really, he was imagining it. But it's interesting, you know, he wants it. He's just trying to restrict himself, but she's there. She's baking him stuff every single day. She seems really nice, to be honest. I'm well interested to see what her backstory is. It's got to be much more than this person on the front who seems so lovable.
You see, this is easy. Platonic. Safe.
Man, you can talk to me. The least you can do is talk to me. You're living under a false name in a new city. How about a Heritage Grain Bowl for lunch?
Nah, I know what's going to happen to him as well.
You have a date.
For the wedding?
Yes. Oh my god! I wanna make you cake. No.
No way, no.
No, that's too much work for you.
Come on, don't break my heart.
Fine. Oh my god. Okay, I am so excited. I have so many ideas.
Oh, it's like eating pure sex.
Loves buns, am I right?
Well, that's accidentally horrifying.
I couldn't help but notice you are crushing it. So managing the store just kind of helps me recharge. I've got 5 features in development, 2 properties I'm chasing. Come with me to Herald Night after work. I'm talent scouting.
Dope.
Yeah, that don't fit his personality, does it?
Maybe this is good, love. A benign thing that'll deepen our friendship. 40 wrote and directed a short film called The Third Twin, and he hasn't done a thing since. His inspiration evaporated in a haze of Hollywood parties and VIP events. Room is a self-flating Ouroboros of desperation. He isn't even watching. What are we doing here?
Special treat for you. It's a secret set from someone you may know.
I knew it.
That's who we're here for.
My skirt was pulled up.
Yeah,
So you're
innit?
saying Henderson.
And get ready for a 15-year-old cultural staple that's more cancerous than my actual cancer.
Yo, imagine if Joe goes after
So just
him.
like 5 minutes, I promise. It's just long enough for me to reconnect with Hendy. And long time no see, dude. I just have some business with Henderson, so I'm gonna...
You got some balls, Quinn.
I'm sober now.
You can take Henderson off your amends tour.
What, you're gonna let her through? Was she 13? Guy was Henderson's weed dealer, and he would not know talent if he was choking on its dick.
Yo, he does, man. He does. He has to stay. He has to stay there. Like, do you know what? He has to be the the Debbie Downer. He has to ring her up, mate. Oh, he's got a number of landlord, surely. He has to say, look, mate, she's here. She's right next to that guy as well, man. You need to come and get her away from this party. And he can't get in as well, you know. He doesn't have I'm assuming you have to have a ticket or something. I wonder if she's seen Joe as well. It's going to be well interesting here.
No candy from strangers, huh?
Oh, okay, this cannot be our thing. What are you, following me? Did Delilah put you up to this? Yeah, of course I know she slept with him. He's one of 100, she's one of 1,000.
Why are you hanging out with him?
I'm not hanging out. I'm chasing an internship. She called him a perv. Yeah, know who else she called that? Half the fucking cast of Sesame Street, okay? Do you want to fuck me, William?
No.
No, yeah,
Never
of course
mind.
you do. Of course you do.
Wow.
Everybody wants to fuck the 15-year-old.
Yo, that was crazy.
Cafe Gratitude. What's the occasion?
There's nothing to talk about. We're still friends. Still platonic.
Pheromonal effect on you ceased overnight. You need to see a shrink because you were fooling yourself. I'm quoting my shrink.
Oh.
And he's right. Both my mom and my fiance are very withholding. Her name is Gigi. She lives in the Philippines.
The one you sent all your money to?
Yeah, man, I told you I love her.
I hope she's real, man.
It's Manila.
Yeah, I gave you the biggest hint ever. Wait, you're not eating?
No, the lady friend's a baker.
Stop playing games and just wife her already.
Again, I'm going to go back to this geezer inside this cage. Now, what is going to happen to him? Seems like loads of people either like got connections with people. If he does have a fiance, see, right now it sounds like one of those where you get an email, hey, I need some money, you know, I'm stuck in, can you send some over and help me? And he seems like he's sending all his dough over there. So it seems like he's being scammed, to be honest. But if she was real, maybe she comes over here to try and find him because she's not spoken to him for a while, and she comes to this will instead. Whilst also, like I say, he took out somebody last episode from the mob. They might want to come and look where their member's gone as well. So that could be another one. Also, it goes back to Homeland, if you ever seen it, the show. Brody, like he works for the American government. He gets took over and captured by the enemy, and he's tortured and locked up for so long that he turns on their side, because after a long period of time being in the shittest environment, they start giving him little things. He starts enjoying it, and he starts giving them trust. And do you know what I mean? So like he's like, yeah, he's chilling, playing hangman. He's getting food off him. when he was first in there, he was screaming, let me out, let me out. Now he's like kind of happy to see him. He's happy to get the food. He wants to engage in the combos. And it could be he's playing him, or it could be that he's, you know, the more he's being nice to him, the more he's coming around to him. Again, one of these ones, it's really interesting. It depends how your mental mindset is, how you read the situations.
How's it going?
I'm already drooling.
Yeah, I was going to say before this happens, the day that a cupcake does not get put in his locker is the day he realises that she's stepping away. I was going to say that before her brother walked in, but then he took my mind off the conversation.
Were you expecting something?
No. This is weird, right? All I know is that I'm grateful for whatever I can get. But apparently, friendships are more fragile than relationships.
I'm sorry.
Brother's
Still know
watching.
what you expected.
Yeah, seen him watching there.
Gotta ask,
And here it comes.
what are your intentions with my sister? If you were to hurt my sister, I could make life very difficult for you.
I'm working on myself.
Are you in recovery?
Nope. Kinda.
Man, me too. Which program? I'm in AA. And you know, for right now, that's enough. I actually have this killer idea for like a psychological thriller set in the world.
An addiction counselor turns out to be a celebrity stalker.
Holy shit. I think you just cracked it. Are you a writer?
I'm just a reader.
She's always baking. Who bakes for the baker?
Your brother's right.
Oh, mate, make her a
I've
cake.
been taking your talents and you for granted.
Are you or are you not dicking around with Henderson?
Good, Delilah. Set her straight.
I don't even know what happened between you two because you won't tell me anything about it.
At least she knows that he's not part of it, though. He's not, like, spying on her.
What the fuck are you doing creeping around my sister? 2, why the fuck would you not tell me?
Stay
Stay the
away.
hell out of the way while I take down the bad man.
How can I help? She's
What
just
are you
trying
gonna
to...
Same thing Ronan Farrow does, except faster.
Her heart's in the right place. I just wish I could trust Delilah to protect her little sister.
Oh, is he...
Full disclosure, I put
Drop the
some
phone.
family-friendly spyware on the new phone I gave. Here's what I've learned so far. Teenagers' inner lives are, on the outside, boring and borderline nonsensical.
That guy's texting a 15-year-old. Now, even if it's harmless and it's normal texting, is that not weird? Like, I mean, having friendship groups, I don't know, like, being a 25-year-old having a friend who's a 15 and you text normal, like you might play football or something and that's normal, like yeah, we're going town after it or something, like you fancy coming as a bunch of us and all that. But like, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of like, do you remember when Drake was texted, it come out like Drake always texted Millie Bobby Brown, is it the, you know, the one from Stranger Things? Everyone was like, what the hell, mate, that's creepy, he's like 30, she's like 14, and both of them was like, nah, it's chilling, mate, like, you know, the texts are just normal. But everybody's like, yeah, but that is still weird. And you know, I've got to say, like, I'm on that side. I do think it's a bit strange. I don't know what that guy is he's doing. It's interesting, but that software that he's got, I wonder if that's a real thing where you can actually get it on somebody's phone and you can actually see the text, not just the location, the text, what they're doing on it, what they're watching. You know what I mean? That's full on spy mode, that, isn't it? It's crazy. I mean, I suppose it's good for parents and stuff if you're keeping an eye on kids, but it's mad. Surely that can't be a thing. It's got to be a breach of data.
I stole it from work. Don't tell my boss.
Merci.
Et voila.
Hello wafers? I have not had this since I was a kid. You take the challah, you soak it in the cocoa, then you take that wet blob and you put it between 2 wafers.
It was the best I could do as a kid.
You don't know what to do.
I'm sorry. I did not mean for this to be romantic.
I mean, look at this.
Trying to not hurt you.
And I told you that's stupid and giving me 0 credit. And these mixed signals, peak shitty.
It's either don't speak, or just literally go all commit.
I'd like to ask if you're okay, but I don't want to be accused of hitting on you.
There were snacks. I ate something. Next thing I knew, I was
What?
laying on the balcony.
Wait, are you saying you don't remember like you lost time?
Don't.
Yo, what you doing, Joel's situation here, man?
Okay,
It's the same story.
I won't tell Delilah.
I'll just have to do the parenting myself.
That's crazy, that. The same story. I mean, surely he's not dumb enough if he has done something to the same family. Surely not. Not 2 people in the same family.
Tell me how to hack a celebrity.
Require more information.
An underage girl, probably dozens. Evidence he's a pervert, something that'll take him down.
No offense, but you don't strike me as the vigilante type.
If you don't quit the faux shrink bullshit right now and help me, I will know you are a bad person.
I could probably hack the man, but first I require two things. The dude's jack top. No celeb keeps gross shit on the cloud or their phone since Celebgate 2014.
Who remembers that scandal in 2014? Jennifer Lawrence was the main. She was the main person that got hacked once. Yeah, she had nudes left, right, and centre. I'm pretty sure you could go on Google now and type in Jennifer Lawrence nude scandal or something, and about 700 pictures of her naked will come up from people hacking all of the phones. And I swear that how many celebrities actually got hacked as well. It's crazy. Like, you think that people just take these pictures and all that for the private lives, and somebody somehow gets there into the cloud that we have no idea where that is. Honestly, the film, there's a film called Sex Tape with Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel in it. They make a sex tape, don't they? And he deletes it off his device, mate, but it goes in the cloud. And he's giving iPads out for work, and everyone gets the iPad, and it's still in there. You know what I mean? And like, nobody knows the cloud is. Everyone takes all these nudes and then they delete them, and people could just hack them. It's crazy. That scandal was absolutely madness as well. It's all over the internet.
You're the one who has all the time in the world to work out.
I've been swamped. I've been managing our parents' store, rewriting my feature, and now I'm in development on False Promises with Will.
Didn't know you two were spending so much time together. You know, I'm just trying to protect you.
Why are you all up in my shit today?
Will can't help you. Why don't you just do the work?
You're threatened by the possibility that Will and I could become closer than you ever could.
Good game.
Not my first rodeo, thank you, Peach, but this one's a celebrity finding his place surprisingly easy. Henderson's Pad. Built in the 20s, 4-bed, 3-bath, very high walls. Now, I need to befriend somebody on the edge of fame. Henderson's pre-celeb pals. Freddie. He's my ticket in. You want to be famous? You gotta be game. Someday, if you're lucky enough, you can say yes and to Henderson.
He's gonna tell him that he's unreal.
Great show. Oh, thanks, man.
You used to be in Wolf Jizz, right?
Oh, yeah, totes.
Saw you at Del Close a couple years back. Eugene said you were a must-see.
Oh, you know Eugene.
You and Hendy used to be on a Herald team, right?
Oh, Chud Thumper? You know that?
Yes.
That group's
Your
crazy.
object work was brilliant.
You know about the after show thing at this place? Gate code is DICKS. Classic Henderson, right?
Classic. Now, all I need is to slip in and out with a jack top, unnoticed in a stream of white guys.
Did you and Henderson make up?
Not yet, but I'm seizing the bull. Dicks. Classic.
The best thing to do there, right, is let him go and do his thing. He's probably going to cause a scene. He's going to make a loud, loud pitch or something. And while everybody's all eyes on him, you just sneak off and do your own little business in the back.
See that chick? That's Henderson's agent.
I'm gonna find a bathroom. Okay.
Oh, what are you working on these days?
Really, it's fucked up, funny, star
How does
vehicle.
it end?
Well, you would need to know the beginning and the middle.
Wow, sounds promising.
Yeah, so let's set up a meeting.
No,
and we can,
you don't need to struggle. You could like finance indie films or something. You'd be so good. You're so fun.
Henderson's inner sanctum. It's so normal.
Sure.
He is causing a scene.
She's cutting an apple right now, but
I should leave. I should just leave. Go help Ellie. Let 40 screw 40.
boo! Party foul! Do you have any idea how painful it is disappointing someone who is that perfect?
Just not mix business with pleasure. Let's just call Tina and we'll set up a meet. Everybody, guys, I'm tired. So, whatever. Fuck you, young people. I'm in my 30s. I'm down and out, and I need my 8 hours.
Get you to Love's, okay?
No, please. I don't want to go to somewhere funded by Quinn blood money.
We met at a party, Valley.
Oh, the finger guy, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You're Delilah's friend. Did you just yes and my small talk?
Yes, and I regret it.
Ellie is she your intern, or?
Yeah, it's the least a privileged white male asshole can do.
What we're saying, but what are we saying, people? You've got, at this position right here, you got to make a call, yeah? Is he a good or bad guy? Not saying what his actions that he's done. I'm not going that deep, mate. That is deep shit. But we're just going to say good or bad guy. I think he's a bad guy, but I bet he's good. I know that's like a cop-out, but I don't know. Two sisters have been in the same... I'm going off the sister situation. Two sisters have found themselves in the same scenario, but you've also got Ellie saying that her sister on the other side is calling everybody a creep and calling everybody an arsehole, and then she's saying everybody in LA. You know what I mean? You made that so that you got one sister saying that, one saying this about every single person in LA, And then, but then from our perspective, we've had two stories, both of them being at the same party, drunk, waking up, can't remember what's happened. And again, that is the most sketchy part. So this is a tough one. I mean, on the face value, what we've seen of Henderson, he hasn't been bad at all. But the stories and the situations that two people have been in are like, but could possibly be real bad.
Okay. What did he take?
No idea. It happened so fast.
Would you mind putting on some tea?
Do you think I'm talented?
Of course I do.
Where even are we?
You're with me. Whatever you write, I can't wait to read it.
He said that he's made a good film before and everyone was dead popular, but then he's just not done one in a while. So the guy clearly is talented. He just needs to put the work in, like she was saying before.
I'm sorry I didn't look after your brother tonight.
Life just keeps kicking the shit out of him. Always has since we were kids. He was little. He was confident, creative. The year my parents launched in Malvern, they left us with this crazy au pair. Now I'm the one who picks up the pieces. He just does some bad things sometimes. I'm not perfect either. You haven't even met my parents yet. We're all a little broken. You know, some pieces still manage to fit together.
Oh, interesting. I said episode 5, but mate, the guy's gone in now. He's the one instigating it. It's intense for these, mate. Well intense. Maybe he doesn't realise he likes a kink, mate. It might help him.
This time will be different.
Morning, old sport. How do you like your eggs?
Sunny side up.
Yo, she's well beautiful, her man. She's got a sick personality. I think that's what makes her even more attractive.
Well, good news. Dude was easy to crack. The bad news, the dude was clean.
Hey, I'm really sorry I puked in such close proximity to you. It was a bad edible.
Suburbs.
The hustle never stops, William.
You're gonna come home to the first book on your list. It's a hardcover.
I'm already bored.
Here is the crusher. My lunch with him is still in the books for next week, so not much at that party that wasn't in my system. Come up, eventually, right? Just wish it hadn't been all over his secret toy room.
You said it's creepy.
Imagine if you collected kid stuff, yet also were low-key a bit of a fucking sadist.
It's a creepy bastard. Mate, so he seems to have a secret room. We don't know what's in there, but he's just saying it's got loads of creepy stuff in there. And he referenced the word kids as well, which is well crazy because obviously what we've been, I don't know, Joe's been trying to find out is sort of things like that. And obviously he stole his laptop, took it to Will, he's hacked it, nothing, it's clean. We think, okay, maybe, you know, the guy's not too bad. He does want to help Ellie be an intern. This and that, and the face value, he looked like, you know, he emptied the party so that he could send 40 home. So he's coming across like a nice guy, but deep down he might be like this weird creeper, has weird dungeons and collects stuff. And you know, he said that he couldn't remember being the night. She couldn't remember, Ella and her sister, and it's like too many similarities, too many people suffering the same situations. Now if Joel does find and do some digging, instead of exposing him himself, he should give it to her sister and let her run that story. She's been trying to dig it and she's been trying to expose him for a while now. She said that she's got like 6 people that have come forward and she's just waiting for that evidence. And maybe Joe can get it. He could be the one, he could be the catalyst, he could be the person that sets this story in motion. So it's interesting. Now he's going to feel bad for Ellie. She's like, they kind of got on an okay part of their relationship now, having a bit of banter before she left, give him a film. And then he said he'll give her a book and they're okay. But if he turns up now and he's questioning it, she's just going to fall out of him again. She's going to say, why are you following me? Why are you being a creep? This and that. It's madness. He slept with Love as well. Now, to be fair, I thought that it may have lasted, maybe it's like episode 5. I said episode 5 in this one. He's been trying to push her off for a while, hasn't he? Not because he doesn't like her. He clearly, really, really does like her. He's just obviously going through all this stuff in his life at the moment. And, you know, he's kind of thinking of her, which is nice of Joel to do. But again, it's really interesting because they've ended up coming back together, intimate. And she's really intense and she's also really friendly, really happy. Her personality is great. And she is very lovable. She lives by a name. And I can see why he's constantly drawn to her. So it's exciting now. I reckon that 40 definitely did hear them sleeping together. And I wonder how it's going to go moving into the rest of the season. He did have a conversation with her when he was playing tennis, wasn't there? Yeah, he's also like said to Joel, what's your intentions with her? But I don't know. I think that if he sees his sister happy, he'll be happy. You know, it's one of those things like you care for somebody so much, you just don't want them to get hurt. But if you know that they're enjoying it, they're being happy, then you just got to let them be on the merry way and hope it all works out, haven't you? So again, very excited to see how that one goes. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 3 of season 2 of You. Hopefully, guys are enjoying it. Now, it didn't take long, did it, for Joe and Love to finally get together and sleep together. Now, they do look pretty cute together, you know. She was having a conversation with her 2 friends, you know, the 2 females that are getting married that she said that she wants to bake a cake for. They were saying, is he even real? You know? Is Will even real? We're not even seeing him. And you need to cut it as well. You need to rip the band-aid off, you know. If it's not going to work between you, you need to pull it and move on. Well, you know, he invited her around, he cooked her a meal. He was like, you know, trying to say sorry, like bake it, you know, like baking for a baker, so to speak. She read it that it was intimate. She jumped up and gave him a kiss straight away. He was like, no, you know, like I was trying to be friendly, be friends and show that, you know, we can still get on. She was like, mate, you're sending the wrong signals all over the place. It's not good for me. And she stormed off. And then obviously he's tried to apologise. She's not baking him any good. Putting it in his locker anymore. I was saying, mate, the day that stops happening, you can tell it's a day that she's going to try and move on or whatnot. You know, he really, well, it hit him home, really. Do you know what I mean? That their relationship is not really going the way that he wanted it to. If he wanted it to be friends, then he can't be the one taking all of one side. Do you know what I mean? If she's giving him all these gifts and she's being friendly, she's the one pushing the agenda, so to speak, to be friends, and he's not doing his part. That is the reason why he invited her around for the meal, but she read it wrong again, which I don't blame her. Then he's obviously gone to try and find information on Henderson because of possible Ella. You know, like, is he using her? Is he being you know, is he just giving her a job? Like, you don't want anything bad obviously to happen to her, what have possibly happened to other people. He's got the laptop, he's given it Will, he's done some hacking, he said it's clean. Now obviously he's thought it's all singing, all dancing from the experience of himself at the party when he's seen him at the airport. And then obviously the conversations that they've had, he's probably deemed that he is an okay guy considering he's found no evidence. Now, thought he said that, mate, when he was in there, he's seen this weird creepy room, this dungeon, it had stuff all over the place, it had loads of like weird kiddie stuff, and now he's thinking, mate, I miss that room. He's going to have to go back, he's going to do some digging, even more, he's going to have to, isn't he? He's going to either have to protect LA even more than he thought. And, you know, this storyline is interesting. It's just an added one of not even the main cast, though. How can I say it? Last season, it was kind of Joe and Beck, wasn't it? This one is Joe and Beck. I mean, Joe and Love. But then we kind of got Rudy, Henderson, Ella, and her sister in as well. Just they've got their own story, nothing to do with Joe and Love on this side. So it's really exciting. And then we've got Will locked up in a box as well. He's got a laptop now. Maybe he's took it off him, you know. Still excited to see what happens with him. I hope he lets him out, to be honest. I hope they become good friends because I think his acting's been all right. Like, as an unstable person. And then takes his meds, a bit stable again. Trying to have a little friendship with Joe. You know, he's giving him food and that, playing hangman. He's probably lonely inside there. He has, like I say, had a laptop. He could have pinged out that he was in distress. He's been kidnapped in a second, mate. Somebody who's a whiz on computers, but seems like he's not done that. So, very interesting. We've got loads of storylines going on. Really enjoying it. I'm liking Love. Her personality's great. I think her and Joe could possibly be really interesting. But when she finds out that he's not called Will and he's called Joe, is she going to be mad that he's been lying to her? Is she going to look into his past? I have no idea. I mean, there's loads of possibilities and it's really exciting to watch. So hopefully, guys, did enjoy today's episode. And if you did, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.